Tervetuloa jälleen Piirtämisen maailmaan. Olemme täällä Tiinan kanssa ja tänään viimeistä kertaa perusteissa. Tämän jälkeen lähdemme katsomaan, kuinka perusteita hyödynnetään itse piirtämisessä. Hello and welcome, Tina.
Hello, everybody. Good day to you, whatever time it is where you are. Okay, I hope you did your warm-ups. We're going to be working with a lot of straight lines today in our little perspective project.
Okei, eli tehdään perspektiiviä ja suoria viivoja.
So, let's, I'll show you a little thing that I'm working on now. It's only about halfway done. So why is drawing important? Drawing helps us think about all kinds of things. So here is the project that I've designed that I'm working on right now. So I took this little block of wood. This is only about halfway done. But when we can draw something, we can use our imagination. Now, some people say, I have no imagination. They're the ones that need to draw even more.
Niin, eli tämä kannattaa muistaa, että jos on se ajatus, että mulla ei ole mielikuvitusta, niin silloin kannattaa piirtää entistä enemmän, että se avaa sen mielikuvituksen.
So he needs to be more narrow. He looks like it. I have actually met squirrels in the parks in England that are that fat. Okay, he's got a very fat face.
What are they eating?
Sandwiches, I think.
Oh my God.
It was so scary, and he was aggressive. It was the biggest squirrel I've ever seen in my life. And he was like, come on, give me some food. I don't have anything, leave me alone. Okay, so today we're going to do a desert scene. And again, it's 1 point perspective. Okay.
Eli yhden pisteen perspektiivi, eikö tuo pakopiste ja desertti, eli aavikko. I'm trying to translate here.
What's the word for desert?
Aavikko. Yeah. I think it may have different words also, but aavikko comes to my mind now.
Okay. Now we're going to draw 2 cliffs.
Autiomaa.
Okay. And I want you to very simply, we're going to make zigzag lines. Now, the important trick to this illusion is that you go out and you go way in and drop down. So it doesn't matter if you start on your left or your right, but make them kind of small because we're going to do a lot of drawing here. Okay.
Okei, eli keskelle kannattaa jättää tilaa.
So about 1/3 of the way down, you can start your zigzags.
It's a little off. Yeah, now.
Yeah. Don't line them up. Make sure everything is slightly off from each other. Then as we come down here, just go off the page that way. So if you can see, mine don't line up. I don't want them to line up. No. Have them be a little different from each other.
Okei, eli erilaisia. ettei ole kaikki samanlaisia.
And I'm just making these go up. Okay. Let's see if I can get a little further away. That might be a little better. Okay, now we have actually done this already in a different form. We did the cake. And we've been cutting pieces out of ellipses and things, but we have to start down here. Don't start up here, you'll get confused. Start down here.
Ja aloitetaan alhaalta.
And go right to the point of this triangle. And then you can make a slightly crooked line coming down. It's a little diagonal. Okay, you missed one, Alpo. Do this one. Do the there you go. Okay. Stop. Now we're doing overlapping. We're doing foreshortening. The whole thing is going to be
Y.
Yeah. There it is.
Y-kirjain on jälleen täällä paljastamassa meille, että jokin on jonkun takana.
You can make something pretty extreme. Don't go to the point. No. Make sure you avoid a point. And there's...
Kannattaa huomioida, ettei tee tuohon pisteeseen tai tuohon edelliseen.
Already it should look pretty cool. I think it looks really cool. Make sure, okay, if I skip one, it's going to look really odd. Now, okay, watch what I can do. I can come over here, hop over here, and continue down. But I've missed this one. It looks strange. You just drop it in. Right there. Okay, now we come on to this side, and the points, the triangles that are pointing that way, that's the point. So I can make it very extreme, like a cliff, or I can come down this way. It doesn't matter. It's yours. Your decision. Okay, I don't know if both are on. I hope both are on. I hope I'm high enough, far enough away.
Yeah.
Okay, so immediately we are creating something with foreshortening. We have the surface, the top surface of the cliff. About 1/4 of the way down. So that's about a half. And then here's the other half. Divide that in half. And we're going to make a horizon line.
Eli tuohon yläosan noin puoliväliin niin tähän horisontti.
It's very much like the horizon that we did yesterday. Okay. Remember, the horizon is simply the sky meeting the land. Okay. Our eye level, you can figure out the eye level. You can say that this is the eye level if you want, or you can drop your eye level. We'll see. Okay. Make a dot pretty much in the center. Again, we're going to make our mountains. Now, I'm going to go up and down and stop. Then I'm going to come from here and go up and down and stop. This really, if you were traveling in the California or Nevada desert, you might see mountains that do this. They look really even.
Pyramids.
Then we can come on this side, do the same thing. Our letter Y. Remember, this is like just a simple drawing to show you the principles involved. If I don't touch, it looks really strange. Make sure they touch. Okay, I'm reinforcing what I showed you yesterday. So these spaces here, watch what happens. Remember, all of this is above horizon. If we go ahead, you can translate.
Niin, että nämä vuoret tällä taustalla on tässä nyt tämän horisontin yläpuolella, niin on tuolla kaukana. Ja sitten
what happens if we go below horizon? It's close to us. So watch what happens when I go below horizon. Just like we did before. We've done this before. If I go below horizon, things come towards us. They're much, much, much closer. I can do the same on this. This is up to you. You can add or you can leave it. You can just keep going. So everything is open on this side. It just goes and goes. Okay, we're going to have a little bit of fun with this. Here's your first line. Then behind this, we're going to make a line.
Eli tuon vuoriston taakse tehdään viiva.
Then I'm going to double this. If this is 1, I'm going to go 1, 2.
Okei, eli sitten tuplataan tuo. Jos tuo on 1, niin sitten on 2.
Then I'm going to take 1, 2, 3 and double it. Okay. Now remember, this is just teaching you some tricks, some shortcuts, and how we actually view things. So let's take a little triangle. Notice it's going off a little bit.
Okei, eli tämmöinen kevyt kolmio tonne.
Okay, we've got a triangle here. We're going to make a trapezoid now. So I'm going to make my dots a little further out from the triangle. I'm going to make a trapezoid.
Elikkä toi, oliko se nyt suunnikas?
It's no longer a triangle. This is a trapezoid. 1, 2, 1, 2, slimmer, wider. Okay. we do the same thing here and here. Make it curve just a little bit.
Ja tonne kans vähän voi tehdä kaarvan.
Then here you can play around. The next two, you can put them anywhere. You can put just one here, and then the road goes off somewhere here. The road can go off somewhere here, or you can make it come down. As long as the progression gets wider and wider and wider, basically it's a triangle, and we're creating the illusion of foreshortening.
Eli tämä on se illuusio, että se on kauempana, kun pienenee tonne kauemmas kaikki.
So we're creating a road. Yes? And I don't know, I've never been to Finland. I don't know what the roads look like, but this is pretty much what American roads, how they're marked. So the median line itself gets bigger, and the space in between gets bigger.
Eli se kaikki suurenee.
And this part should be horizontal. Okay. Let's put our sunrise or our sunset. It's up to you. We did the sun yesterday, right? With our jungle.
Yeah.
Why does everything keep getting crooked? It's like my camera's creeping. There we go. Let's start off with some guidelines, our sunbeams.
Aurinko sinne.
Our clouds, let's make a few clouds. So these clouds are going to be small because they are farther away. But these clouds are practically over our head.
Sky clowns. Pilviä sinne ylös.
So we can add a little bit of shading. Just a little bit of shading. Not much yet, because I just want you to see how the light is going to radiate this way, and therefore our shadows are going to radiate in almost the same way. You can think of it as a circle. So this is going to be light here, and this is going to be in shade, some shade.
Eli kun aurinko paistaa tuolta, niin se heijastaa tuohon.
Very simply, this is going to look primitive. This is going to look very basic, but I want you to see how light and shade and shadow can work. Now remember, this is our light source. So everything is going to go out from that light source. If the sun were higher in the sky, it would create something different.
Niin, eli jos tuo aurinko olisi tuolla ylempänä, niin se näyttäisi erilaiselta.
Now these are triangles, so the light and the shadow are going to be involved with the light falling on it is going to be very much a triangle. If we were to do this in color, oh, we can have a lot of fun with color. We might come back and do this in color. Not today, but when we do a color unit. Now this is a repeat. Right here, it's going to be a repeat of what we did yesterday. Coming from here, my shadow is going to drop in. Coming from here, my shadow is going to go this way. So let's think about, we have shading here, dark and light, and shadow, very different things. My shadow lines need to be in the direction from here. If I go up and down, I'll show you what happens when we go up and down. You've seen it already, but I'm going to show you again. So why am I using these bumpy lines? Because they're rocks. I can even have some secondary shadows taking place. I can add a little texture in. Maybe there's some little dips that are in creating little smaller shadows. Okay, I'm going to pause just for a little bit so you can catch up. And I think this is going to be a lot more exciting than when we first start. Okay, so if we give it time, we can do some pretty interesting stuff. I'm going to mess around with this. Now see how I stopped up here short? Well, I'm going to, just by doing this one little thing, I cross over the horizon line, and suddenly, boom, it's closer to me. Now, it wouldn't make sense for me to cross over here unless I really bring this all the way down and leave this there. Let's see what happens. Let's take one more change. But I have to separate this here. I have to separate this. Okay, do you see what I did? I made my letter Y happening here. This allows this to stay on this surface. This now comes down to this surface. I have created a separation here. Line density comes into play. I have to correct this line. We're going to do some strata. So I will show you strata all together though. Okay. By making these lines a little thicker, it comes towards us. These are thinner and lighter. They're moving away. Now, if you've been watching Alpo and me, you'll see he uses the side of his pencil for shading. That's one technique. I like to use line for my shading. It's preference. A lot of times there is no right or wrong. It's style, one's style. Yeah. What is going to be right or wrong is do the principles work for what you want to achieve. I don't know how you're going to translate that. Individual style.
Niin, eli niin kuin huomaatte, että mä varjostelen vähän eri tavalla kuin Tiina ja sitten tulee erilaista jälkeen. Mä käytän tätä kynän sivustaa tuossa varjostamiseen. Se luo erilaisen fiiliksen siihen.
Okay, so I'm going to use bigger, thicker lines the closer I want things to appear to me. Okay. So we've got something going on here. I think it's kind of neat looking. Yeah, we're creating an atmosphere.
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's play around with this. But before we do, we're going to add some little cactus. So if I have a cactus, these are called saguaro cactus. They're the ones that have arms. Look at what happens if I go over this line. This really makes this cactus come towards us if I cross over this line. They are huge, actually. They're quite tall. I'm trying to think. How many meters? 1, 2, 3. They can be over 4 meters tall.
Eli kaktuksetkin voi olla 4-metrisiä.
They don't grow like this in real life. They grow in like cactus forests. So there'll be a bunch of them together. They don't usually hang out just one. The lone cactus.
They come in groups.
They do. They do. And they're protected. You can go to prison. You can go big, nasty things can happen if you hurt these cactuses, which I'm glad about, that they're protected.
Yeah.
They take years, many, many years to grow to this size. Okay, so remember, this is like a demonstration lesson of how things work. So here we go. From the center here, and their shadows will get very soft. Let me zoom. Well, I mean, it's better if I do this. Okay. They kind of get, the shadows fan out. A lot of this is simply observation. You have to play around with shadows. Again, I'm coming down here. Now, of course, my cactus isn't going to be white, but let's get rid of these overlapping lines. And let me sharpen my pencil. Keep your pencil sharp. Boy, that's one thing. I mean, it sticks in my brain even now. I was, I guess, 20. And that's one thing our instructor always said: sharpen your pencils, keep your pencil sharp. And after a while, it's just automatic. What happens? We know this already because we've done this a few times. Where the light hits. It's darker at the base where the shadow is being cast. Then, because of the angle, it's going to get softer. Light goes around an object. Okay, you can okay, now right here, I'm going to show you another trick. So go ahead and I'll give you a little time. Finish shading in your cactus, and then we're going to do another. I think it's a really cool trick. And we've pretty much done it already. We're just going to do it in a different form. Ready? Ready for
Yep.
the next trick? Okay.
Yeah.
I will zoom the camera in on this. And please don't fall on me, Shell. That wouldn't be good. This is am I on camera?
Yeah.
Okay, this is where the trick is going to take place. So sometimes you get a surprise when you're in a desert. You get a sinkhole. Okay. Now, we've already done this zigzag, but what I want you to do, very lightly make an ellipse. Very lightly.
Eli kevyt ellipsi tunne.
Okay. Then line, line. Then we're going to zigzag. So you can make a few lines, but I want you to do your best to keep the ellipse and put in the zigzag lines. Okay, we went on the outside. Now we're going to go on the inside. So here we go. For this, you can start at the top or the bottom, but I highly recommend starting at the bottom because of overlapping. Then we know where to stop.
Eli kannattaa tasoitusta alhaalta aloittaa.
This is this illusion just turned inward.
Eli noilla viivoilla saatiin se niin mennä tuonne maan sisäänpäin.
So we know the light is coming from here, so this is going to be in shadow. I recommend paralleling these edges. We're going to do more shading here in a little bit. We're getting deeper into the hole, so this is going to be a little darker at the base. Then it's going to get a little bit lighter, but it's still in a lot of shadow. Okay, this is not some place you want to accidentally drive your car into. Okay. Now we're going to, this is not logical, okay? This is not logical. This is the technical page, just to show you different tricks, okay? We're going to do the same thing here now. In real life, these would be very far apart, and we're going to do mesa, M-E-S-A. It's a Spanish word that means table. And what we're going to do is the cake that we've done. You may have to erase, maybe you don't. I have to because there's no room. Okay. We're going to do the ellipse just like we did for the cake.
Okei, eli toinen ellipsi.
And we're going to do exactly what we did here. Zigzag movements. Okay, make your zigzag pattern. But this time, we're going to start at the bottom again, but we're going to go on the outside.
Eli mennään ulkopuolelle nyt.
It's going to stay about the same length or shorter. It's going to appear shorter, so we're going to move up. This comes in here. Parallel, parallel. Because this starts higher, this is a little shorter. I have to avoid my cactus. Or my cactus can go in front of it, right? Parallel. Let's put in some strata. So the layers of rock that form create lines.
Kivikerrostumia.
And because of our shading, because the sun is throwing all of this light on this side, this will be dark. This edge might be a little bit light. What do you think? What do you think, Alpo?
Yeah, mine's a bit different because the horizon line.
And that's great. I'm glad it's different. I'm glad it's different because then they get to see the results when we set up things differently.
Yeah.
You know, if it's all the same, then it's like, it's all the same. But it's not all the same. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And then also our shading techniques are different. This is wonderful. This is important to show variety. Yeah.
Tässä just näkee sen, että kun me asetellaan eri tavalla, niin Tiinalla näkyy tuo varjo kokonaan, kun mulla taas se jää se tuon horisontin taakse. Että miten sen asettelee, niin se määrittää sitä. Miltä se näyttää.
Okay. These are examples. This is not reality. Okay.
It's our reality.
It's our reality. Yeah. Woo. Okay. So now what about here? This is fun. Okay, I'm moving it up. So is this on camera?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, it's like the cake. Let's have a little bit of fun with this before.
Life is a cake.
Life is a piece of cake, yes.
Kakkujuttuja taas tehdään.
Let's do, I'm trying to think. Okay, let's do a waterfall here. And yours is going to be a little different. You might want to use the biggest. You have, let's see, up here on your drawing, you have a big gap like this, which is really a lot of fun to work with. Okay. So
vesiputous.
Parallel to horizon. Parallel to horizon.
Eli vaakasuoraan tehdään.
If you've never been to a desert, it seems improbable that there would be a waterfall. But trust me, it can be very, very dangerous. And there are flash floods and a lot of water suddenly appears. How do we make a waterfall? Wait, let me set my camera straight. This is important. The horizontal. Water loves gravity, and gravity loves water. So water will always go down, okay? Here we go. We're going to make a quarter of, you see that? It's just 1/4 of a circle. 1/4 of a circle.
Eli puolikas ympyrä. Itse asiassa mä voisin vaihtaa paikkaa.
With the edge of your page as your vertical guide, you want to parallel to the edge of the page. Parallel. We have created a waterfall. Now, how do you make it look like water? Break up this line. Don't get rid of it, just break it up.
Niin hajotetaan toi viiva.
Quarter of a circle.
Taas puolikkaita ympyröitä tonne.
Not too many lines, a few lines. Smooth lines. And we have the illusion of a waterfall. How to make it more interesting? Okay, here we go. Life is rarely this rigid. Sometimes it is. We're going to soften. And maybe even put in some cracks. We're going to put in some rocks. Now we're going to put in some strata. Now the strata, this is what I wanted to show you. This is going to be wide. So let's, just for the technical explanation of what I'm going to do here. I'm using the side of my pencil. That's wide. So we know this has to be approximately here, but not as wide because it's getting farther away.
Niin noita kerrostumia. Eli se on taas tuolla vähän vähemmän ja kauemmas mentäessä pienenee ja ohuuntuu.
My son. There might be a layer with a lot of pebbles and rocks in it. This is going to be darker here because of the shadow created. Just think of the cake, cutting into the cake. Now you get to play and have a lot of fun with this. Use your imagination. See what works. You can change things if you don't like it. If you like something, you can do more of it. I'm using my scripting line here. Remember our scripting line from yesterday? I'm going to put in some little rocks. Bigger rocks here. Your lines should get softer and finer. Your detail can be here. Put in more detail, less detail here, softer lines. If you choose to use your stump, of course I can't find mine right now. Where are you? Where are you, darling? Oh, here you are. Okay. You can use your tissue. I'm going to keep my water bright so I can use my tissue and shade everything in around it. Now there was some overlapping going on here, so I can put in my strata lines. This works really well in color because I can put like an orange stripe and it gets larger and wider. Or a purple stripe.
Niin, tämä toimii hyvin värillisenä, kun pystyy käyttämään värejä tuossa noiden kalliomuodostumien kanssa.
Now you see how I move around. What happens when I move around is there'll be a different kind of unity to the drawing because I'm keeping that consistency. If I'm using these lines here, I'll use slightly thinner vertical lines, a little lighter, a little bit lighter, a little finer. I might even change pencils. See, I'm adding extra little zigzags in here, very, very minor ones, smaller, but it adds a lot of texture, puts a lot of texture into the drawing. So look at the difference between starting off with just basic positioning and making sure things are working the way you want. So we started here and we've progressed to here.
Yksinkertaisista muodoista kehkeytyy kivoja piirustuksia.
You remember our pepperoni on our pizza, so this little ridge is coming over here. I've only put in a half of a rock. And I can make this bulge out a little bit. This pebble is about ready to fall out. Okay, this is not real, but this is fun. It could be real. It could actually happen. Is there a letter Y? There are some trees that are amazingly resilient, and they will hang in there. They will survive in a desert. They're wind blown. You can tell the wind has been rushing over them for a very long time. Why?
I love those trees in Finnish forest on the mountains, and there's some on the little tiny crack comes a big tree. I just love it.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
Now, what we can do to make our drawing interesting is, here are some roots sticking out. It is amazing. Nature is so fantastic. They won't have many leaves. They're not like an oak tree. They're barely surviving, but they will have a few. So we have water. Now, some people will put in a lot of lines for water, and it doesn't work.
Eli siihen veteen ei kannata laittaa hirveästi viivoja. Se ei toimi.
Contrast. So we're working with contrast here. So this is like an echo of this. You can always add a little bit more. You can always take away what you feel is too much. The best thing to do is go out in nature and look, observe.
need to book a flight to USA to go see the mountains.
Well, the desert is really amazing. There is a very high desert called the Anzo Borrego, and it's very rocky. And for about 1 week of the year, the entire desert, that whole area, goes into bloom with millions of flowers. Millions.
Oh.
Oh, so beautiful. Now, too many people. When I went, almost nobody went there. And it was fantastic. I think we met 5 people when we went. But now you're talking about thousands of people. They have to actually limit the number of visitors.
Oh, okay.
To not destroy the flowers. But cushion mums, they're desert flowers, but 1 meter across, and they grow in a hemisphere of electric yellow. Fantastic. I have happy memories. I do like the desert.
I've never been.
I hope you will one day. I hope you will get to see that.
Yeah, it would be great to experience it.
Remember, you can always pick out. Use your eraser as a drawing tool. It's not just to obliterate.
Niin, eli kannattaa muistaa, että kumia voi käyttää myös piirtämisessä.
So here I can use my eraser just a touch. And things will look very dimensional, like the water droplets that you did the other day.
Yeah.
It's all about light and dark and contrast. So I repeat myself. I am using a very dark pencil, so it'll show up on camera. You will start off, I hope, a little bit lighter and work up to darker.
Eli kannattaa ihan rauhassa työstää vaaleammasta tummempaa. Ettei heti hyppää siihen tummaan väriin.
Someone's car alarm. Sorry about that. I have no control over the neighbor's car.
It wants attention.
Yes.
Notice me. I'm here.
I'm noticing. I'll go away. Oh, it hurt me. It went away. Now, we have the benefit of working on camera. So, like I said, if I look at the screen, I'm looking at the screen, and this distances me. It makes my drawing very small. So I can see what it looks like from far away. Every now and then, walk away from your picture. Walk 1 meter away and then 2 meters away, and look at it and ask yourself, is it doing what I want it to do?
Eli kannattaa tuossa piirtämisessä tai taiteessa yleensäkin muistaa just, että ottaa sitä etäisyyttä, että katsoo eri etäisyyksiltä, niin sä näet eri tavalla sen piirustuksen. Kuin että läheltä katsoo koko ajan, niin se tulee se jännä sellainen sokeus.
Okay, this illusion right here, I'm going to use this trick up here, same thing. I'm going to cut in a little bit to make it a different shape. I can bring it down a little bit more. You're going to hear me say it 1,000 times. Play. Play. Don't, I'm scared. It's like, what are you scared of? It's a piece of paper.
Niin. Eli kannattaa muistaa leikkiä. Se on pelkkä paperi ja kynä, niin ihan rohkeasti vaan leikkimään. Sitä mä oon itsekin sanonut monta kertaa. That's what I've been also saying.
Good.
Just play and have fun. It's not that serious. Now the clown comes in my mind. Why so serious?
It is really kind of scary when you get dressed up in your clown costume there, Alpo.
Really?
Yes. Well, he's having a good time.
Yeah.
And I'm repeating, but we've started off with these big areas. Then we're playing with foreshortening and our light source, our vanishing point, overlapping. So we can work to extreme detail with this simple drawing. And some very simple basic rules. Once we know the rules, then we can bend them, we can change them, or we can ignore them.
Joo, ja toi kannattaa just muistaa, että kun opetellaan nuo säännöt, niin sitten me pystytään rikkoon niitä, muuttaa niitä tai antaa niiden olla vaan. Eli voimme tehdä ihan mitä me halutaan.
Remember our shading for our cylinder. Here it is. Dark to light. Dark to light. Then we have depth. I've done a lot of work here. I'm left-handed. Just take a clean tissue or a clean piece of paper. I'm going to work up here now. This is a cover sheet. so I don't end up completely black and then my detail is lost, then I can go back and work anywhere I want to.
Eli kannattaa muistaa toi, että se lyijykynän kanssa, tai miksei muutenkin, niin suojaa toi händy, että käsi, että se ei sotke sitä. Helposti suttaantuu, on se sitten lyijykynä tai muste tai muu väri.
This is very important. The darker things are here because of particles in the air. Things will get softer the farther away they are. The lines get finer and lighter. Line density. Lots of dark lines here. Lots of dark lines. Remember, this is in our middle ground. Foreground. This is all in the foreground because it's closest to us. Middle ground. Very far away. Background.
Eli tuossa just kannattaa muistaa noin viivan paksuudet ja kauempana kaikki on vähän tasaisempaa ja mitä lähemmäs tullaan, niin paksumpaa, vahvempaa viivaa ja yksityiskohtaisempaa. Ja
Now remember our cylinder shading, so I can take this into consideration too. I can make this a little darker to make the curve and the road work more. I want to demonstrate the principles that I've been showing you. That everything that we started on page 1, we're using here. All of those shading exercises I gave you to do, we're using them right now. Contrast. Now my road is curved, Alpo's is flatter, so it's going to have a slightly different result. Which is good.
My drawing is in flat earth.
Oh no, not the flat earth people.
It's a popular topic.
I guess
they
never...
can use this proof.
Yes, yes. They've never been in an airplane. What to say? If I shade with vertical lines, I will create a hole. I want to create a smooth curve. So I cannot effectively use vertical lines. Now, if I do use vertical lines, let's see what would happen. I can create a fence. I can create telephone poles. I can create strange looking trees in your fantasy. Okay?
Yeah.
But this horizontal anchors us. It tells us things are flat. As soon as we start shading with verticals, we create a different dynamic. Everything has to get thinner as it goes towards our vanishing point. I want that a little closer. Should be a little closer, and we can just go, and then we don't see them. Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Now, because I made these lines with the road. They look funny.
Okay. No, the only reason they look funny is they're slightly diagonal.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay, so this must be parallel with the edge of the page.
Oh, you mean?
There, that's it. You just corrected it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In the desert, though, they do go all these different directions, but for the instruction, it must be vertical. just for the principle of it. Mine are disappearing, or they're going off in that direction. But if I were to put one here, it kind of conflicts with this. But we can put one in. We can put one. Do I want to do that though? It's over here. There would be another one here. I don't know if I really want to put it in. By ideal, it would be here, but I don't want to put it in. It's too distracting. Then it can connect with the one down the hill. You might even want to put another one in. But I want everybody to get the idea of it. Oh, you froze. There we go. You got it. You got it. Everybody gets to see what's thunk. Now, yeah, I would like to do. Can we do animals on Monday? Or wait, I should talk to you about this off screen. Well,
yeah. We'll talk about the next week.
Okay. Oh, so there's going to be a next week. Okay, great. Well, I really think this is a lot to take in. Okay. So I'm going to end it at this point because I left this blank so you can see the basics. We have our vanishing point, we have our light source. We have, if you notice, they were getting larger as they were coming towards us. So I'm still following this principle here. Bigger, bigger, bigger. Everything gets larger. Okay. Also in the desert, um, mountains can look close, but they're actually really far away. It looks like 2 kilometers away, but it's 20 kilometers away. It's really amazing, really very strange in the desert. So I can even make these a little smaller. I can put some smaller ones in to emphasize that principle that I've been talking about. We can make it even smaller. There we go. Do 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 do. We can
Huomataan, niin mulla on
change
aika
it.
isot noin tossa. Ehkä vähän turhaan isot noin vuoristot, mutta ei se mitään. Eli paljon pienemmäksi voi tehdä noin vuoristot tuolla kaukana tuolla horisontissa.
There we go. Do, 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 do. Okay. Thank you, everybody. I hope you had fun. I hope people enjoyed it. I hope we get some feedback about this or any other drawings that we've done, Alpo. And make sure to date. Today is, what is today? Today is, oh my gosh, it's the 30th of January already. Woohoo! So we've been drawing a lot together. Thanks, everybody. And maybe I'll see you next week. Okay.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you. Elikkä oikein hyvää viikonloppua kaikille ja ensi viikolla jatketaan sitten vähän erilaisilla jutuilla. Tehdään enemmän just tällaista, että tehdään vähän piirtelyä ja kaikkea tämmöistä. Me suunnitellaan vielä tässä vähän sitä ensi viikkoa. Alright, mukavaa viikonloppua kaikille. Moi moi.